Hello and welcome to the video for Section 5 of the SCPS Course Design Rubric. My name is Kevin Lucy and I am part of the Instructional Design team here at SCPS. During this video, we will be looking at some examples of how an online course can be designed to meet the various objectives contained in the 5th section of the Course Design Rubric, Technology for Teaching and Learning. Section 5 of the Course Design Rubric is made up of two objectives. The first of which is that the tools and media that are used in a course support the course learning objectives and outcomes. And so we're going to take a look at a few examples of how an instructor might meet this objective. And with each of these examples, it is going to be helpful to first look at the learning outcomes for the course in order to better understand how they're being supported by the course tools and multimedia. So with this first example from our Accounting 2010 class, we can see that the first learning outcome is for students to be able to analyze, interpret, evaluate, and record basic financial transactions and identify their impact on financial statements. And so one of the ways that the instructor for this course used various course tools and multimedia to support this outcome was by using a digital video tool to create short instructional videos, which they then uploaded to their course site and posted to the class schedule tool. Students could then watch these videos asynchronously and learn whatever they needed to know about financial statements in order to achieve that specific learning outcome. Although this instructor used video, other types of multimedia such as text, images, audio, and animations can all be used to reinforce course concepts, demonstrate a procedure, or help students work through problems. Looking at another example from Accounting 2010, we see that the second learning outcome from this course was for students to be able to prepare and interpret an income statement, a statement of retained earnings, and the balance sheet. And so in order to help students achieve this learning outcome, this instructor utilized a tool from a third-party vendor that allowed students to complete various financial transactions in an online tool that simulated a real-life balance sheet. This tool provided students with the opportunity for hands-on practice, solving problems that they might encounter while on the job. And so let's look at one more example of an instructor using course tools and media to support the course's learning objectives and outcomes. And we can see here that the first learning outcome from this course in our Health Sciences Management program asks that students demonstrate basic familiarity with and discuss key concepts in healthcare management competencies and their associated domains. And so as we can see here from this screenshot, the instructor for this course utilized both tools and multimedia to support students in achieving this learning outcome. In the top half of the screen, we can see how the instructor used the Forums tool to engage students in an asynchronous discussion about the topic. And then in regards to multimedia, you can see in the bottom left that the instructor included several readings, and then over on the bottom right, a pre-recorded video lecture to help students in achieving this particular learning outcome. Okay, and there are only two objectives for Section 5 of the Course Design Rubric. And so the second one is that technological tools and resources used in the course enable student engagement and active learning. So some ways that an instructor might meet this objective is by using tools from the LMS that facilitate collaboration and enhance peer-to-peer engagement, such as the asynchronous discussion forums, the wiki tool, a blogging tool such as WordPress, or even by using tools from outside of the LMS, such as Google Docs, that allow students to work together on projects. And so as an example of how an instructor might meet this objective, we can see this instructor using the online meeting tool to engage students in active learning during a live class session. This tool allows the students and the instructor to interact with each other in real time through their microphones and webcam, as well as through text chat. And as we can see here in this screenshot, the instructor is using the live meeting tool to send students off into breakout rooms where they can work together on a small group activity. Another way that an online instructor could facilitate this same type of peer-to-peer engagement is by using the Forums tool to set up an asynchronous group activity for their students. As you can see from this example, week 6 of the class is set up so that the students will work together in small groups on a leadership case study. So even if this course was asynchronous and had no live meetings, students would still have the opportunity to work together and engage in active learning with their peers and instructor. This concludes Section 5 of the SCPS Course Design Rubric. Please contact the Instructional Design Team at idtteam@virginia.edu with any questions. Thank you.